No, I listen to it all the time. I tell all my friends to Smack It Raw.
Following podcast contains mature content. The views and opinions expressed by the host are not necessarily those of the host. Listener discretion is advised. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the number one wrestling podcast on all your favorite spicy sites, Smackin It Raw. I am your host, the patron saint of podcast, and the Ward Matt Ritter. I am here with my co-hosts this evening. She is, well, actually, no, I get yelled at when I do this, so I'll save her for last. He is the Pornhub Poppy, Danny Delgado, the Salted of Spitter Swallow, my friend Vince.
What's up, Mateo? Buenos dias.
Joining us today, because we are smashing or passing King and Queen of the Ring, it's only right that we have royalty in the house, ladies and gentlemen. He is 1/3 of Young Kings Wrestling. He is 1/4 of the Core 4 over on Getting Off. He is host of the Havoc Hour. He is the only BBC with a PhD in this chat, Dr. Reek Baker, BBC. Reek.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And last but certainly not least is the hostess with the mostest, host of the She-Lead Showcase, the shaman of She-Lead, the son around which all wrestling podcasts must orbit, the hardest working woman in podcasting, Ms. Katie Kinsey, baby.
Hey.
Hey.
How you guys doing?
I'm all right. I'm chilling.
Well, as everyone knows, we're here not only to do our weekly spitter swallow of the week in wrestling, but also smash and pass on King and Queen of the Ring, because that happened today. What up, Will?
What's up, Will?
I got to spend a little time with Will last night, some boyfriend time, me and Will and Jaxbo and Self Bet over on the Boyfriend Time podcast. It was a good time. We talked a bunch of crazy shit. You guys should go check that out if you guys haven't. It was a good time. But where are you guys at? What are you guys doing? You're watching us, right? You're watching us live. You guys could be watching us live on Creatia World's Twitter at It's Creatia World, but you're probably watching us either live on youtube.com/Creatia World, where it is free to like, to subscribe, to comment. Katie, what does that do?
Boost the algorithm and helps find new listeners.
And why is that important?
Because you're a whore.
That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. I am a whore, and now I'm a whore on multiple porn sites because Pornhub shut us down. Like, if you go to pornhub.com/model/Creatia World, it's just not there anymore. The page is gone. They completely shut us down for, they said we violated their terms repeatedly. So I don't know what violation. How does a podcast about wrestling repeatedly violate the terms and service of a fucking porn site, other than the fact that one member of the podcast has repeatedly been asked to take his fucking shirt off and he has refused to do so? Neither here nor there. You cannot find us there, but this weekend, this Memorial Day weekend, Travis is working on getting us hooked up with other spicy sites. You'll be able to find us other places, which means that we may also get to finally post the Scream porn parody watch-along that we did that Pornhub would not let us put up. Maybe bring those back. So we'll be getting back in our bag. But right now, our bag, like I said, is youtube.com/Creatia World, where I am a whore. I am a whore for your likes, for your comments, for your views, for your subscriptions, for your motherfucking entertainment. And not just you. I want you to share me around like the whore that I am. Sisters, brothers, cousins, aunts, uncles, anyone that you think might enjoy the beautiful tones that are coming out of my voice, or want to look at the beautiful bald man below me, or, Vince, who refuses to take his shirt off. Maybe they're into denial. Maybe they got like a denial kink where like they want something, but they like being told no, because that's what Vince does. Or everyone thirsts over Katie, so like she's here too. Do that. Like, go check out her Twitter. There's stuff over there. You can go see it and sub.
Go ahead, Rick. Show
while
up
you're
some
while you're on YouTube, I need
Shoulder.
you to flick that bean for me. Hit that notification bell. Get notified every time we go live every Thursday for the Creatia Conversation at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Every Saturday, like right now, 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern, and every other Sunday, including tomorrow night for our zombie panel show, Panel of the Dead, for Getting Off, also 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern. If you're not watching us on YouTube, you could be watching us on Twitch, where if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you have Prime Gaming. If you have Prime Gaming, you take those two things, you bring them together. They have sex. That little baby is a free sub. You give me that baby. And then, or, give it to Katie. Give the sub to Katie. She's been taking subs since 05. We were talking about her having a child earlier. This is probably a child she'd actually want.
Things taken out of context, always.
Any of our friends that are on Twitch or any of your favorite Twitch streamers, really just support content creators, guys. Like, seriously, it's not costing you anything. You already have it if you've got Amazon Prime. It's just sitting there. It takes a little bit of work, but it's not that hard. Go and give it to somebody that you like to show them a little bit of support. Hopefully you fucking like me. If you're watching this right now, I'd assume you like me, or you're hate watching me. Either way, be my motherfucking sub. You can sub and hate, or you can sub and love. I don't care either way.
Well then.
Okay. Damn.
All right. Okay.
All right.
You got it.
Okay. Well, if no one's got anything else, Katie, news and rumors.
Yeah, that's me, I guess. So after like 5 years, WWE's returning to Japan for 3 shows, 1 in Osaka, July 25th, and then 2 in Tokyo, the 26th and the 27th. So that's fun. These are news and rumors. I don't actually know if this one's true, but I saw it once, and I'm hoping it is. All Out might be pushed back a week. So, still be in Chicago. They'll still do Rampage and Collision in Chicago. I know Matt's mad that it's still in Chicago.
I don't fucking want All Out anymore. I don't. You guys got rid of CM Punk. You guys can suck a dick and take All Out and send it somewhere else.
Listen, hey, you're the one who's always like, oh, Chicago's the best wrestling city.
It is, and they don't deserve us.
They honestly don't. We're too good for them.
Go somewhere else. Go
They're
to
not
fucking
going
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
wants to go to Wisconsin? Like,
Go to
let's do
Cleveland. Go to Cleveland.
I don't give a fuck where they
W's are
want to go.
not.
We don't want them here. I mean, I don't. Trust me, there are AEW fans that are still very excited. And I do enjoy, and we'll talk about a lot of stuff I enjoy from AEW, but it's like, after what they did to my boy Punk, I just don't feel right having them have their SummerSlam and or WrestleMania, depending on how you look at it, because Double or Nothing and or All Out, either one could be considered their WrestleMania in the city that is made famous by the man that you decided to remove, and then have Chris Jericho basically be a parody of whatever.
My only issue is that I didn't have issue when they did Punk dirty. It's whatever. Difference of opinions. It was when bitch ass Tony Khan goes out in front of the live crowd and tries to play victim and try to get the Chicago crowd to be like, guys, I was afraid for my life. Woe is me. That was the part where I'm like, man, fuck Tony Khan. Fuck him coming to Chicago. I don't want it. If AEW comes to Chicago, I'm probably not even going to go. I'd rather go to TNA against All Out in like 3 weeks, whenever that is.
See, I thought y'all was gangster in Chicago. Like, if he got to get away with that and left the city safely, like that's a problem. When the guy goes that long,
gone.
Yeah,
He
no,
he was gone.
he waited.
he's coming back.
That's okay. There is a gangster from Chicago. He's down in NXT as the Heritage Cup champion.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Katie, what else you got?
I'm gonna be kind today.
I talked about it on my show, but Biggie's going to guest star on a comedy show called Blade. Matt's pretty sure he wrote this show. I have the brief synopsis here, just
When you hear it, you'll understand.
When you hear it, you would definitely think Matt wrote this. Lade follows a woman who finds out her former lovers are dying in unusual ways and must go back through her sex timeline to confront her past to move forward. It's described as a fucked up rom-com where the answer to why can't I find love, is there something wrong with me, is a resounding yes, there is. The problem is definitely you.
So this sounds like a handful of the stories he's told before.
Exactly.
Except because I'm progressive, I cast a female lead instead of a male lead.
Oh, you're such a nice guy.
I mean, the title of the show sounds like it'd be a female-led show anyway. So
if she gets a hooker, I'm just saying. They stole my shit.
I don't know if she will get a hooker.
Oh man,
we'll find out.
We will find out. And speaking of cameos, Cody Rhodes is going to make a cameo in the new Naked Gun reboot movie that they're doing. I don't know why they're rebooting this movie, but whatever. Cody will make a cameo. Maybe his cameo will get cut like Seth's did in Captain America, which is still fucked up.
That pissed me off.
I'm still mad about it.
That really pissed me off. Because Seth is a legit comic fan, so this was big for him. But also, it was like it seemed like it was going to be something dope to see, and if I get hyped up for something, I expect to see it. Not it's on the cutting room floor. You're not going to get it no more. That's bullshit.
Friendly reminder for everyone that has control of touching things: read all of OG Butt Stuff's posts before we click on them and put them on the screen. Hi, OG Butt Stuff.
I did.
Okay.
That wasn't me.
I'm reminding everyone we need to read them first before we post them, and by everyone I meant Vince.
I was gonna say, I know damn sure you ain't talking to me.
So
okay,
what's up, OG Butt Stuff? What else you got for us, Katie?
SummerSlam 2026, so 2 years from now. First ever 2-night SummerSlam, August 1st and August 2nd. It's a lot of twos for those who do their math things there. We still don't know where the fuck SummerSlam will be next year. They made sure to tell us that multiple times during the PLE today. I don't know why they're announcing it now, but it's going to be in, where did I say, Minneapolis?
Mm-hmm.
It's like here, damn, you didn't get fucking Vegas, or you didn't get Mania. Here, take it. Like,
yeah, we didn't answer the phone when y'all called, so we're just gonna drop this off on y'all, and we still don't want to fucking go to Minnesota for SummerSlam. So
yeah, I'm still not
whatever.
Listen, if you're gonna have to go to Minnesota anytime, I'd say go for SummerSlam, because anywhere near the winter, you do not want to be up there. So I was talking to Katie about this in the chat during Sheely's showcase, and I said something, and since then I have seen a lot of people saying it, so I'm going to just say that it was an original Ritter idea and everyone saw me say it, and then they tried to steal it. I don't mind SummerSlam being 2 nights. However, if you're going to do 2 nights, it should be the Royal Rumble. 1 night should be exclusively for the women, the tag team titles, both women's titles, and the women's Rumble. Night 2 should be the men's Rumble and whatever feuds and titles you want to do that night. That is a good way to do a 2-night pay-per-view. Then you're not worrying about bringing Evolution back, since they don't seem to ever do it. We still get a 1-night fully women's pay-per-view. And honestly, in my opinion, Royal Rumble is number 2, if not number 1, when it comes to popularity. WrestleMania and Royal Rumble are kind of right there. I actually think I enjoy the Rumble a little bit more than I do Mania most years because of the Rumble itself. Mm-hmm. I know they see it as Royal Rumble or WrestleMania, and then SummerSlam is like WrestleMania Junior in the summer. I don't see it that way. I see it as the third of the big 4. Mania and Rumble are 1 and 2. So I do Rumble 2 nights, but I'm not mad at SummerSlam 2 nights because, again, especially, King of the Ring, right? The new premise of King of the Ring that Triple H introduced that I am excited about and I'm happy about is the winner of the King of the Ring gets a title shot at SummerSlam. Mm-hmm. So if that's what we're doing, and King of the Ring is kind of the spring equivalent to the Royal Rumble, where the winner of the Rumble goes on to Mania and the winner of the King and Queen of the Rings go on to SummerSlam, cool, give me 2 nights. Fuck it. And let the women main event 1 night. with the Queen of the Ring. Let Nia and Liv or whoever the fuck is champion at that point go at it. Night one main event. Huh?
Nia's on SmackDown, so Nia and Bailey.
I don't remember where anyone got fucking drafted. Sure.
I know. That's why I'm hearing.
Yeah. Nia and Bailey. There you go.
So the blow is less than they do in the national meet? Like blow, like
yeah. So from what I kept seeing was the reason why they announced SummerSlam as a 2-night event in 2026 was in case in 2026 for WrestleMania 42 they decide to go international for London or Saudi Arabia. You know, that way they're like, okay, at least the States get like a 2-night show.
For the States. We've had 41 fucking WrestleManias. They can have one somewhere else. People
perfectly
internationally fly into the United States for WrestleMania. Americans can fly the fuck out for WrestleMania.
True. The only exception, and I know it's funny because we're just talking about the crowd. So I wouldn't want WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia because not everyone's going to fly over there. And then 2, as much as it's okay and it's always interesting to see how creative the women get, I really would just rather not have the women be fully covered up like at WrestleMania in Saudi. Nothing against the crowd. The crowd is fantastic, but it's just like those little like restraints that you get.
Now that they don't make them wear 3X t-shirts to wrestle in, I don't mind it so much. The gear is still cool. Today was really nice. Better. So,
yeah, no, just I still wouldn't be okay with it. They can have like King of the Ring going forward. That can be their thing. They can have a Royal Rumble, but you know,
one
Rumble.
Redemption.
Anything
Rumble.
else, Katie?
Well, speaking of Saudi Arabia, they announced Crown Jewel again November 2nd in Riyadh instead of Jeddah, which I thought that's where they always win. So them being in Jeddah today confused me for some reason.
They've been in both. They've been in Jeddah and Riyadh.
Yeah,
I think that's why. But I was just like, oh, okay, cool. So they're going there. But like,
they typically do 2 a year. It would usually be around February, and then the other would be in November.
Yeah.
Yeah, so woohoo. Yay. That's it. That's all I got.
That's all the stuff. 25 Vegas, 26 Jeddah, 27 Nashville. Just keep hoping, Will. If it is in Nashville, I will try and come down for Nashville WrestleMania. Since you and John are both down there, and John just bought a house and I can stay in the house. So we'll see. But by 2027, we might have a new stadium in Chicago, so it could be here.
I think the Chicago that stadium is going to be ready, and then we gonna get a Mania. Because apparently now it's just about who gives them the biggest bag, and that's who gets Mania now. So
WWE and the city have agreed to terms for a Mania there at some point. All right. Who do I want to see? Reek, it's been a while.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wreak havoc. Spit or swallow.
Oh, I got the perfect thing. I'm swallowing Braun Breaker's big bad booty rampage. Okay. Is what I'm swallowing.
I want to let everyone else know we're smashing or passing the PLE at the end of the show after our spits and swallows. So we are not spitting or swallowing anything that had to do with the PLE yet. For everyone listening,
that's
gotta wait.
Avoid spoilers too for people that haven't watched the PLE.
Gotta wait.
They've had plenty of time to watch PLE.
All right, so big bad booty daddy.
Yes.
Braun Breaker.
Spearfest. That boy is a dog for real. Like everyone was talking and I tweeted this. Everyone was trying to say like Ryback was Goldberg all this time. No. This motherfucker is Goldberg, and that's exactly how they booking him. And I love that shit. Like I don't even know who this dude was that he just smashed up like that. I don't even care. Like all of that was just beautiful.
They made me eat my words, right? Because in my notes I have swallow Braun not wanting squash matches, so he just wrecks some dude. Still wish he didn't do the spear though. And then he wrecks Ricochet with speed.
Yes.
The Speed Champion got speeded right the fuck through with a spear.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, now how can I be mad about? Like, how can I be like, fuck you and your spear? It's just too many people do the spear. I still maintain that. However, watching Samantha's boy get ran straight the fuck through and then Dragunov like losing his shit and crying over it was interesting.
That was weird. That was just weird to me. Dragunov a little emotional after last week.
Because he sees demons. Randy hears voices. Ilya sees demons. Like,
for real, that's
what he's going through.
No, man. It was good stuff. I had that as one of my swallows as well. Badass Braun Breaker just destroying everyone, not wanting these squash matches anymore. And Justin and I talked about the spear and being overused and stuff, but we both agreed that if anyone gets the spear, it's probably Braun Breaker and like Roman. You know, aside from that, you know, no one else really should be using the spear.
I don't know if the stadium will have a dome. I'm assuming it will have a dome, but regardless, I'm going to try and get dome in the stadium. So there will be dome in the stadium regardless.
Hey, man. But that's a good fact, because one thing y'all do not have is favorable weather for WrestleMania.
Which is why it makes sense for them to build a new stadium and add a dome.
They should.
There'd be no reason not to.
If they don't add a dome, they need to have theirs inspected because, like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
that's true.
Vicente Alejandro Delgado Estrada. Spit or swallow.
All right. I'm glad Rick started with badass Braun Breaker because I'm a bitch ass Braun Strowman because he came in and meddled in Judgment Day business. Had nothing to do with him. He just decided, I'm coming back from this injury, showing up after the draft, just fucking shit up that doesn't concern me. Like, JD McDonough went out of his way to give him the courtesy. I'm like, hey, man, stay out of our business, man. We don't have no beef with you. Don't come and bring this beef with us, man. We ain't our beef. We ain't trying to have this beef, right? But he comes in here and costs my boys the tag titles for what? For what? No reason whatsoever. Judgment Day didn't do shit to him. Now everything from here on out, every action has a reaction, Braun Strowman. You're going to get got. You're going to get fucked up. And if this leads to Braun Strowman versus Damian Priest for a title match, I'm going to be pissed because they're going to try to bury this man's title reign before it even gets off the ground. But yeah, I'm spinning that.
So you don't think the issue was JD McDonough going up to Braun Strowman and talking shit to Braun? Like, why did big head ass JD even approach Braun Strowman in the first place?
Because he stepped to the Judgment Day unprovoked the week prior, and he's like, "Hey man, don't step into our business. We ain't got shit to do with you."
That sounds like
I'm saying, like even if you are a Braun Strowman, you bring your big head ass in front of me, I feel threatened. So the man has to defend himself at that point.
It is a threat,
right?
He's just controlling his narrative, all right?
How did that work out for him? He lost his hairline. He's fucking gone.
I forgot all about that shit. That's crazy.
I did too. Damn.
It's terrible.
That was a blip.
Katie, spit or swallow.
Okay, so there's a little bit of a throwback here. My girl Sonya came back. The one who started it all. Listen, it's almost Pride Month. It's almost the anniversary of when
what, for those that may be listening and don't know, started what all? What did she start?
Okay, so what happened was I said something on a previous podcast that I was on and a part of. I may have said something along the lines of I wanted Sonya to step on me. It happens. It's a thing. And mind you, this was before I fully came out. Outed myself accidentally. Oops. That was fun for me. It was really fun. But no, it's fine. We're cool now. I'm out. We accept it. It's time. But Sonya's back looking beautiful as always. And we might get her kind of like maybe managing Shayna and Zoe. I'm not opposed to this. Especially if she's not like fully cleared. Because I mean she did have knee surgery like 9 months ago.
Right.
So if she's not fully cleared, that's the best way to do it. But my God, is she beautiful?
Well, I'm gonna tag team onto that a little bit, Katie, because there's something that happened over on NXT where Natalya and Miss Petrovich defeated Shayna and Lola. Now, when Sonya stepped to Reek's girl Shayna's like, nah, I don't want none of this. And Zoe was like, I kind of want to hear her out. And Shayna's like, no, we're not doing this shit, right? However, now I've said, I don't know what it is about Natty and NXT, but Natty and NXT don't bother me. They get the win. They do their thing. Miss Lola Vice takes it upon herself to drop Shayna, and her and Shayna get into it. Shayna went and gave her one of those nice reach around hugs from behind, dragged her ass back in the ring and put her to sleep before the refs could, peel her off. But Lola also dropped her ass and then kind of twerked over her dead body like it was Call of Duty. Then we got the match made for NXT Underground that Shayna specifically asked for. Now, I will tell you this. I know that they're trying to push this narrative. We're going to be in a UFC arena. The fact that we are not getting this in either a UFC ring and or the motherfucking fight pit is bugging the shit out of me, because why is it not in the fight pit?
Should just be in the octagon.
Hey,
Octagon.
We don't know what's going to happen at Battleground. We know that.
As a matter of fact, if you're going to do Battleground in a UFC arena, why not make it a themed pay-per-view and put everything in the fucking octagon?
Oh, yeah. I thought that's what they were going with.
Octagon.
Well, don't put the ladder match in the octagon. That limits them.
Yeah, put the ladder match in the octagon.
Put
Fuck
the
it.
whole fucking ladder. No.
They can climb the octagon.
I want to see someone climb up the cage, jump off the cage onto a ladder, climb up the ladder. Fuck yeah. I want to see people flying off the ladder into the cage.
That's Soruka's spot. That's Soruka's spot. Yeah. I'm with Matt here, because that was one of my...
Vince has a great point. Imagine Soruka running up that cage and then hit the Soul Snatcher off the cage.
No, it's going to be off the ladder.
Well, she can do that too.
No.
Yeah. She runs up the cage onto the ladder. Boom.
For one thing to happen during that match. One. It's the Soul Snatcher off the ladder.
Every week, she's like, I only want one thing, and it's a new thing every week that she doesn't think she gets.
Actually,
but she gets all the stuff she wants.
I have been wanting this since they announced the ladder match before she was even introduced.
We'll get the Soul Snatcher off the ladder. I'm just saying, if we're gonna do it in the UFC arena, do it all in the fucking octagon.
One thing you didn't mention though is that Shayna and Zoe Stark became the number one contenders for the women's tag title, so that's got to be a swallow too.
Behind the match that happened tonight.
Yeah. So like they got a match against the winners from the tag title match from the kickoff show. So they got a future title shot.
How you feeling about Shayna right now, Reek?
I'm split, because it's like they do everything in NXT that I want to see on the main roster, and they can't bridge the gap. Because at the end of the day, I understand what we're trying to do with Lola. I can't sit up here and watch her beat Shayna though. Like I feel like that's wrong. It's just dead wrong. We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can have Shayna win with Lola still looking strong. Natty was fine, because Natty isn't about this life. Shayna was doing this shit before wrestling, so she cannot lose this match. But
we'll see.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I'll make this point for you, for Ray, to like just kind of like piggyback on why Shayna should win this match. Lola needed Shayna's help to beat a Natalia, so that in of itself should lend you to believe that Shayna is another tier than Lola, and it's going to be a good match. But Shayna should be more leveled up, no pun intended, than Lola.
I'm going to swallow something that I watched on Twitter, because I did not watch Collision today. Mariah May has a new move in her repertoire. And it is apparently smothering Layla Hirsch with her bosom and then dancing.
Well, it was bosoms. It was both, but yes.
Yeah. Well, her bosom. Your bosom.
Okay, fair.
Okay. It is a plural. And a singular. So yeah, we love us some Mariah May. We love us some Toni Storm around here. We saw girl on girl action on Dynamite. A lot of British women making out with each other. It was fun and fantastic and flirty and great, as well as a fun tag team match outside of the sexual innuendo. And then Mariah just like grabbed little Layla, who only comes up to nipple height, and just said, "Come here," and distracted her with the best set of weapons that she has for distraction. And I was about it. I was about the titty attack. All right. And then the little dance afterwards. I didn't see the whole match. I don't know who won. I'm happy Layla Hirsch is back. But
who do you think won that match, Matt?
Mariah May. Yeah.
Exactly.
With the titties. With the titty
Yes.
attack.
With the titties, but yes.
Also, after, Saraya and Harley and Tony and Mariah had their little match, and it was a British four-way makeout session, Serena Deeb showed up, took out Luther, took out Mariah May, hit Tony with a heel, like, watch out for the shoe, bitch. And then used the chair to sit down as she put her in a single leg crab, which was kind of dope. I enjoyed the shit out of that. So, like, women on Dynamite and Collision, specifically British women, doing their thing, enjoying all of the tea and crumpets.
It's almost like they figured it out.
Eventually took them there.
The wrestling is for the gays. That's just proven. So
I'm with
Dig
it.
Dig it.
Reek, spit or swallow.
I am swallowing that thing that I've been hoping that would happen for a long time, which is Chad finally getting rid of the amateurs and getting the Creed brothers on deck to get Team Angle 2.0. Because listen, when that happens, when they eventually jump Otis and them, listen, the Creed brothers are some dogs too, and him with Chad Gable with the two of them, that's gonna be can't miss TV. Because like I need they kind of been cooling off on the Creed brothers a lot lately since they moved up. I need them to heat them back up.
Yeah,
Chad is already there, and I think that'll help when they put it all together. But like that's gonna be fire, and I need that ASAP.
what's really cool about Chad Gable this week, and it started on Raw, and I think he also got it on the PLE today, was he got the Kurt Angle "You Suck" chance.
Yes.
We're not there yet.
He got that on. It happened on Raw. I just said it happened on
We
Raw.
also said I think it happened. Save the PLE talk for later, Vince.
That's what I'm saying. The Raw. But yeah, it happened on Raw.
So here's the thing. There's this man who looks like me if I had hair a little bit. That macked on Mandy Rose and may or may not be doing his thing with Maxine, who keeps getting slapped in the face repeatedly by Chad, and I'm taking it fucking personally because he is just not doing anything about it. Like, if he reacts and doesn't take it like a bitch, then okay. But right now, my boy Otis is just taking it like a bitch, and I'm not okay with that.
Listen,
so
he's a grown man.
As long as Chad continues to slap Otis in the face without any repercussion, I have an issue with this. I love the idea of Team Gable. Like Team Angle 2.0, Team Gable. Like, I'm all for it. I love it. We don't need to make Otis look like a bitch to get there.
Listen,
it's working though.
Like the Alpha Academy, not like a contract. Like you can't, man up to this motherfucker. Like it's the equivalent of a fan club. You can whoop this man's ass. He's just choosing not to.
And that's what bothers me. That's what bothers me.
It's supposed to bother you. It's supposed to bother you.
Do something. I don't like it. I love Otis.
I love Gable more. So.
You got anything on that before I go to Vince, Katie?
No, I said all my piece about that shit last week, and you guys were like, "Oh, you're not talking to the Creed." Yeah, fuck it is. Told you.
No, we did not say the Creeds. He's absolutely taking the Creeds. We said Ivy Niles specifically.
Yeah, no, he's not
taking
Ivy Niles.
You said that, and then you also said, "Oh, the Creeds didn't really seem on board. They definitely fucking seemed on board this week."
I did not say.
I mean, they do. That doesn't mean Ivy does.
Ivy's not on board.
I said Ivy didn't seem like she was on board.
Yeah,
Ivy's gonna get there.
Ivy's with Maxine. She's not down.
And look how annoyed she looked at Maxine during this fucking match this week.
We have
So-
tape footage
You all
of the
just-
episode.
you
We
all
can
just
run
wait.
back the.
You all
We
just
can
fucking
run
wait
back the
until
film.
Ivy joins. You all just wait. That's all I'm gonna say.
Perk Gable.
I mean,
Per game.
hey,
Oh man.
he's playing the part.
Listen, Katie, I will be the first to apologize and admit I was wrong if Ivy joins. I will be the first in line to be like, you were right, I was wrong, I'm sorry. But as of right now, I'm not seeing what you're seeing. I'm seeing Chad and the Creeds. I'm not seeing Ivy. I'm not, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong once or twice.
I'm about to say, like, it would be a fire heel turn if she was just like, buddy with her that whole time, and it was like, yeah, now it's time to make the switch. Now I got to whoop your ass. Now, it could be. You never know.
You just look at her face when she walked out this week. She was not having it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Vicente.
We'll see.
You know what? Katie was saying that Ivy Nile just wasn't having it, and I'm not having that anymore. Matt's pissed about the disrespect that Otis is getting. I'm pissed about the consecutive 2 week in a row disrespect that Kaiser Roll is showing the GOAT Sheamus, talking shit about this man, putting his name in his mouth, like speaking ill will of the man. All you're asking for is an ass whooping when Sheamus comes back. He's gonna give you a banger after banger after banger. He's just gonna keep banging you until you just can't bang anymore. And you're doing it to yourself. But until then, don't put his name in your mouth. Don't talk ill about the man. I'm spitting you because you have no right to talk shit. You haven't done shit on the main roster. That man is a former King of the Ring, former Royal Rumble winner, former World Heavyweight Champion, former United States champion, former tag team champion, and a former WWE champion that beat John Cena on his debut pay-per-view match for the title.
And
an ECW champion, I think.
And
no. He
the greatest
debuted
match
on
wrestler of all
ECW.
time.
there we go. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I definitely said that too. Kaiser been talking real greasy the last couple weeks. I don't know. That Tiffy Time box got him feeling bold because it's crazy.
It is a bold box.
I mean, I'm sure. It's like- but I mean, this dude talking with a whole bunch of bass in his voice, like, yo, Sheamus is not that dude you want to do this with.
Listen, Reek, sometimes you get a piece of ass that gets you feeling a little out of pocket. Sometimes you're really feeling yourself.
I understand.
I know you do. I get it.
He just gonna fuck around with the wrong one. So I'm
He's
saying
gonna fuck around and find out.
that. Yeah.
Speaking of bold boxes,
Bro, what the
Okay. Guys,
Tiffany was not on the pay-per-view. Katie, spit or swallow.
man,
Yes.
that was not a transition.
It was. I said, speaking of bold boxes, Tiffany was not on the pay-per-view. Katie, spit or swallow. I don't understand the problem here.
I mean, she did show up at the pay-per-view, but it's neither here nor there.
She wasn't on it, Katie. She wasn't on the show.
They showed her on the show.
She wasn't wrestling. She's not on the show.
Technically, the way you phrased it made it seem like she wasn't on camera, period. But technically, you're mistaken because she was actually on the show because she was in the arena.
She wasn't booked on the show in a match. She wasn't on the show.
There you go, Katie.
Lose my fucking mind. I'm gonna swallow Death Triangle being fully back. Ray Fenix has been out for like 6 months or so. So this is the first time the full trio has been back to full power. And he's on that Randy Allen type diet. He came back jacked, looking like a snack. So whatever he did is working. And I didn't watch the tag match they had tonight because I was getting a shower. And Death Triangle, possibly new trios champs on Sunday. That's all that is right with the world.
Hopefully.
I don't know how I feel about Pac being like, make me feel something, get me hard. And then they beat the shit out of him. He's like, all right, I got a half chub, but my boys are back. So we can do this at the pay-per-view.
I don't think that's what he said, but okay.
I definitely don't remember him saying that. I must have missed that part of the promo.
He did a whole backstage interview where he's like, "Make me feel something, make me feel it, stick something in my ass, make me believe in you." And the next thing we know, he is in Jay White's arms. Jay White is cradling his head very close to his crotch, just laid out, taking a nap. And then boom, he's in the ring and he's like, "Hey, fucking my boys are back. Good job. You made me feel a little bit of something. And now my friends are back. We want your titles." Like, that's what I saw. That's what I watched.
We must have watched different things. I didn't see that anyway straightforward, but
see, this is why I'm not a regular watcher of that shit.
It was a rough week in the Ritter household. I'm going to finish up my Raw stuff. So we had both Lyra Valkyria, who we love, and Gunther advance in both the men's and women's King and Queen of the Ring tournaments. Io lost. However, as of today, Zoe has informed me that her favorite wrestlers are Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and Liv Morgan. So she wasn't doing too bad. So that was a discussion we had today as she was trying to wrestle me and just jumping from the couch onto me, throwing herself at me like she was fucking Jeff Hardy.
You should let her watch some film. You should let her watch some film so she knows what she's doing. I'm just saying.
I don't want her to learn anything from Jeff Hardy because I need her to keep her license when she grows the fuck up. Anyway,
on screen.
It was on screen. It was a whole story. They made him take a piss test and everything. It was there. Anyway. Liv also runs into Lyra backstage and she's like, "Hey, what's that over there?" And then cracked her in the jaw with, the major look. So there was that. So that's
a bitch move.
Bitch move for sure.
That's why I'm not feeling this Liv shit.
We'll talk about it.
But Lyra and Gunther both advance in the King and Queen of the Ring tournament to go on to Saudi to have their match. And Zoe, despite Io losing, still got to see Bianca Belair and Liv Morgan and enjoyed that. Because I asked her, I'm like, "Mommy really likes Becky Lynch, but she also thinks Liv Morgan's hot. So of these two, who do you like?" And she goes, "Liv, she's my favorite." I'm like, "I thought Io was your favorite." She goes, "She's my favorite too." And I'm like, "What about Bianca?" She goes, "She's my favorite too." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." So we got 3 favorites now. Dope.
There you go.
She also really likes Cody Rhodes, so she got excited for Cody Rhodes when he popped up on the screen. That's the me. That's
for the
me.
kids.
Good taste.
Reek, spit or swallow.
I'm gonna jump into NXT. I'm spitting the finish to that triple threat #1 contenders match because I was team Joe Coffey. Like, y'all know me well. No, listen. Y'all know me well enough to know that I'm all about on-site energy. And Joe Coffey, the last 2 weeks straight, just been about this on-site energy. So we could have just went straight ahead and be like, "Yo, let him get this spot." But the finish, listen, I don't like non-finishes. I don't like how that, it was a double pin. No, I wasn't with that. And no disrespect to Wesley. You know what I'm saying? I get it. He's on his redemption tour. I was team Joe Coffey for this. And I still am. Because, and then he goes out later on and the program, the segment with Trick, had him jump like, "Yo, I don't want nobody messing with my boy Trick, but damn it, I'm feeling the on-site energy right now. I really am."
So I didn't comment on the North American title stuff. However, I do have in my notes, and this is just a personal thing, spitting the fact that Trick's first official feud as champion is either with that guy from Metaphor or the dude that didn't officially win the North American title triple threat, seeing as they split the decision.
Yeah.
So he had to share his win, or it's Noam Dar, who hasn't really done shit except lose the Heritage Cup to the guys that Tony D'Angelo beat to become your Heritage Cup champion. And neither of those feuds am I like, "Yeah, that's who I want to see Trick fight."
No.
Listen, I drafted Gallus. Gallus needs to be with Drew, but I drafted Gallus, right? So I could eventually get behind this. But right now, I'm just like, I don't know.
See, I put a Gorgo because my boy Wesley, rightfully so, should get a title shot for the title that he never lost, and him versus him and Obafemi will put on a fantastic fucking showing. Joe Coffey also winning that double non-finish, both winning. That is why it's a gargle, because that shit's a straight up spit. And then, like Rick was mentioning, then he's targeting Trick. So it's like, what? So you want the North American title and the NXT title? No, bitch, get in one fucking line. Just get in one fucking line. No, fuck you. Like he hasn't done diddly squats. He hasn't even won the championship. I've never seen him with a title. I've seen his brother and Wolfgang have a title. So
he had to come back and let him know what's up.
Listen. Fix your mustache, fix your attitude, pick a title, and then go that way.
Damn, like, but his mustache.
Yeah, I don't like his mustache. Out here looking like the Pringles logo. He ain't having it.
He's a tiny little villain. Let him live.
That's crazy.
Man, Simon Gotch rocked it better than he did. I don't even fuck with Simon Gotch.
I'm not feeling that. Listen, I'm with Vince on the mustache thing. I'm not with Vince on the fact that we're acting like Wesley isn't NXT's Ricochet, because he is, but I am with the mustache shit.
He is, bro. He is.
No. If anything, Ricochet is the new Dolph Ziggler.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Like,
Ricochet didn't really do shit in either NXT or main roster. Wesley, at least,
he was North American champion.
He was
for like a cup of tea, and then he dipped. Wesley,
now he's a speed champion, and the next belt that I see Wesley holding is probably the speed championship. If he gets
for sure, him and Ricochet are going to have the greatest 5-minute match we've ever seen. I'm telling you right now.
The disrespect.
Seltzer's punk ass will give it 5 stars for 5 minutes. I'm telling you right now.
Oh man.
Vince, spit or swallow.
Oh man, I'm gonna take my last one for Raw, just so don't really have to keep doing stuff. During the Raw intro, when they showed, first off, like I thought it was funny how Michael Cole thought Jey Uso was rolling up, and it was actually Io Sky. I thought that shit was funny, but when they actually did show the Jey Uso coming into the arena, you saw Finn Balor leaving the black vehicle. Prior to Jey Uso, Lyra Valkyria was also shown walking into the arena. Liv Morgan exited same said vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've seen these teams. Hold up. Let me get to my point. Damn it.
Loving the crew.
Listen,
I see it differently, Reek. I hear what you're saying, but I think both Finn and Liv had sex with Dominic.
I mean, I don't blame them.
I think Liv was in there trying to, and Finn's like, no, I ain't having that. We've talked about Finn's package, right? We've talked about the moose knuckle. He's like, no.
I talked about it on that show.
We need to get you back.
I was thinking I'm thinking Liv is crew loving over here. Like you talking?
Oh, she's homie hopping for sure. Like
no, Dominic's homie hopping.
They both homie hopping.
So that's the thing. Like the last couple of weeks, we've seen Dom and Liv have some backstage stuff like happen in the background. This is the first time you see Finn. My little Austin theory here is that they're all going to turn on Damian Priest. Damian Priest is going to turn babyface. It's going to be Finn, JD, Dom, and Liv together. They may not be Judgment Day anymore. They'll be something else. And then when Rhea comes back, she's going to be a major babyface. But you're going to continue to get this heat on Liv. The only way to do that is to pair her up with Dom. But now, the fact that Finn's there, he hasn't been happy with Priest. Priest hasn't really been wanting to fuck with them ever since he won the title, So I could see Liv kind of just like being like another like member of that, whatever they're doing. So I'm just swallowing it just because it's interesting. And it's stuff that's happening in the background. It's not really taking up additional TV time. But people are invested in it. I'm invested in it, so it gets a swallow. That's how you build a story without like wasting fucking time.
I will say that I did see Liv did an interview, and she basically said that she's single, and until she can find a guy to blow her mind, she's just gonna stay single. So maybe Finn was like, "Listen, let me blow your mind. I got the coup de grace." Like, I'm going in
Yeah.
feet first. I got this. Meet me in the truck.
No, he's married to a hot Mexican. Like he's settled. He's good to go.
That's not kayfabe. That's not what we do here. Because Buddy Murphy is taking naps on Rhea's ass, but we're still pretending like Dominic Mysterio had a chance. All right, like we're not playing this back and forth real life versus kayfabe.
Listen, man. He was Frenching Dom's sister. He had to get back at him somehow.
Whether it was kayfabe or not, Dom was the sub for real. Like Dom was not doing no penetrating; he was getting penetrated. So whether it was kayfabe or not, Rhea was probably strapping up.
Finn showed up, right? Like we know Dom has been to prison, so he knows what that life is about. Maybe he enjoyed it more than we thought he did. That's why Finn popped back over. He's like, "Hey, remember that one night you spent in prison?"
I saw someone making the comparison is like living Dominic Mysterio just kind of bonded over both being incarcerated for a day.
That's crazy. Rey Mysterio is the worst father ever.
Hey, Rikishi's up there, man. Rikishi's up there. They're neck and neck. They're the Shaq and Kobe of bad parents. They're the Shaq and Kobe of bad parents.
I've been taking a reprieve from flaming this motherfucker. Don't get me started about Rikishi.
I'm sorry, but they queued me up, Katie. Speaking of people with experience with bad fathers, Katie, spit or swallow. They queued me up. I could not take it, and I haven't done it in a while.
Oh shit! Damn.
Fucking serious.
That's
you were going so well.
Damn.
Without
hey, you said every now and then. It has been a while. I've been good, and there's been a lot of Christian stuff that I could have, and I didn't. I saved it. But they queued it up so well for my transition. I couldn't help it.
That wasn't even intentional, but hey,
we need a dad.
We need a dad counter.
Y'all terrible. I'm no better for laughing.
I was gonna say, you're out here laughing your ass off. The fuck you mean?
That was the first time I laughed was the dad counter part.
I just was not
To be
prepared.
fair, Katie's also laughing, so
you are too. It was just a natural reaction. I was not prepared for that.
It was just like a shock. It was like shell shock, and I'm just like, "Fuck, do I don't know, man. I don't know."
Yeah, laughter's a trauma response. Anyways, I'm just gonna move the fuck on here. Jesus Christ. I'm spitting.
me.
Matt. No. We briefly mentioned the Fatal 4-Way Tag match on Raw with the women. Where the fuck are Alba and Isla?
They got drafted to Raw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, where the fuck are they? Wait, isn't Isla Dawn still injured?
No, they're wrestling in the fucking main events and dark matches.
Okay, all right.
That's why.
Just double checking.
They're cleared. So why are we not having former tag team champions, and not to mention your longest reigning NXT UK Women's Champion and Kaylee Ray, Alba Fire? Why are you not putting them on TV?
Well, we could do a dissertation on how they've been doing Alba dirty since she moved up.
It's insane. It's not even. It pisses me off. Truthfully,
wasn't Sean the one
Shayna
booking
for all
her?
these years?
Wasn't Sean the one booking her in NXT UK?
I don't think so.
Because I could have sworn that while Triple H was booking NXT, HBK was booking NXT UK, and that's where he got his experiences from. But yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe it's a Triple H thing. We praise him a lot for a lot of good things, but he does dirty a lot of people, and one of them is Alba Fire.
What does she have that she's willing to sell for
Her father. A father.
I was about to say that. I was about to say she said she's selling a father because Oh,
No, I don't want. I'm good.
y'all are wild. Y'all are wild for that.
Well, what we're looking to sell, ladies and gentlemen, is patreon.com/Creatia World, where for $1, you don't get a father, but you do get 3 great podcasts. You get Return to Wrestling with Matt and Travis, where we go back and cover old school WCW. The latest episode available now, 1998's Halloween Havoc. We've got Hogan versus Warrior. We've got Nash versus Hall, DDP versus Goldberg, and so much more. Steiner versus Steiner. Chucky stopped in for a brief cameo. Like, a lot of good shit going on in that pay-per-view and a lot of bullshit. So go check that out. Also, if comic books are your thing, we have Multiverse with Travis and Mara. They are not going to be able to do Batman's Hush, so they're going to go do something else. And I didn't write it down. I don't remember what it was, but it should be available, if not immediately, very soon as well. I think they were recording over the weekend. And the next episode of If You Have to Ask is getting recorded tomorrow, and that'll be dropping. That is an Am I the Asshole podcast where me and my wife Kate sit down and do Am I the Asshole post. So those 3 podcasts for $1. But if you got a little extra money, you want to show us a little bit more support, we have other tiers. Everything in that $1 tier is available as you move up. You just get more shit as you go. The more money, the more things you get, including this show ad-free. But you are watching us live, so we need to talk about our sponsors. And the only person that can talk about our sponsors properly is the man who got us those sponsors. So Travis, take it away.
Tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try Dubby, the ultimate energy source. Dubby is a powerful, clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, Dubby can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, Dubby is made with high-quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix Dubby with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to dubby.creatiaworld.com and order your Dubby today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at dubby.creatiaworld.com for 10% off. Try Dubby today and feel the difference. The link is in the description.
And we're back. I'm going to also move on to NXT. So I'm going to swallow the fact that former Heritage Cup champion Nathan Frazier, as well as Axiom, discussed how Axiom has never been Heritage Cup champion, and they don't know what the fuck happened to A-Kid as they were looking at Tony's trophy. Stax and Luca end up getting tag title shots. No quarter catch crew are some bitches. Couldn't mind their own business. Couldn't accept their loss. Came and fucked it up. Cost
Like Braun
family
Strowman.
the tag team titles. Neither here nor there. No, because see, we didn't go and be like, hey, don't get involved in our tag team title match. We just went out and we had it.
Braun Strowman got involved in their shit before JD. JD went because he got involved.
And then, because I don't really fuck with Frazier and Axiom, Good Bros came in and dropped them too. So but yeah, no, I enjoy the Axiom A-Kid jokes. Love seeing the Don, Rizzo, and Luca. Stax and Luca actually look great as a tag team. Like, that worked for me. That was good. So I'm happy about that. We found that place for them. All good shit with the family down in NXT, even though they didn't get the win. It would have been nice to have them add those tag team titles back, making Stax a 2-time tag champ. But, it is what it is. Reek, spit or swallow.
Oh, right on. I'm gonna stay with NXT, and I'm just gonna. This is just a foregone. Like, I'm gonna swallow Jada Parker because it's Jada Parker, but also because gonna be in that ladder match with all of this everyone is gonna be in the mix of that. I like it. I love it. She should probably win if we're not gonna have Julia in the mix yet. I've heard that that's gonna be delayed for a little bit, but Yeah, I'm always here for some Jada Parker. So that's a major swallow for me.
Agreed. I literally just had Swallow Jada Parker. Brinley, was that her name? Is that the snow
She's
bunny? That's
yeah,
all
she's
hyper?
like female. She's female Simon Dean.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Do you think either Malik or Idris or
Oh, they listen. They
or both?
it's a spit roast session, bro. Like they
Because
have
Malik
they got
doesn't
both
strike
ends.
me as a spit roast kind of guy, right?
What
I thought you were talking about Reeks
they're on
Malik there at the beginning.
they're on opposite ends.
Okay.
They're on opposite ends. That's how I think it works.
So
But it's definitely happening.
You think
They're
he's
too
at the
quiet.
polite end, right?
Yeah, they're too quiet. So that means
He's
it's
just
definitely
standing there as an observer, and if things happen to him, oh well. Whereas, Idris is okay. I'm with you
because he's like he's more talkative. My dude is go quiet off to the side, so it's like some mutual activity that may or may not turn into group activity. That's what I think is going on.
Fair. Vince, spit or swallow.
Let's see here. You talked about the winners of that went on to the finals on the Raw side for the King and Queen of the Ring. I'm gonna talk about the SmackDown side of things. I'm swallowing Nia going to the Queen of the Ring finals. Obviously, like if she were to win, it'd be Bayley. She was my pick after SmackDown. You guys know this. I've never gotten behind Nia, but like ever since she moved over to SmackDown, something about her just kind of switched for me, and it's kind of just been working. She's going to be a very dominant heel, good a thorn in the side of like a Bayley, a Bianca, a Jade, many people over there. It just kind of works. But the main reason I'm swallowing is because Randy Orton won, and the only reason why I'm swallowing it is because Matt was so opposed to Randy Orton winning that was the most unlikable outcome that Matt would have wanted.
For me personally. Not
exactly.
in general. And Reek said the same shit. I heard Reek say specifically the one match he did not want to see was Gunther and Randy. Same shit I said. Of all of the options,
I said, look,
least enjoyable.
I know you said personally for you, Matt. That's why I'm saying it's a personal swallow for me because you got the exact matchup you didn't want. And I wanted it because it's Randy versus Gunther. That's a dream matchup right there. Two of the best in-ring wrestlers. Yeah, hell yeah.
It's not.
They had a fantastic match.
You guys take that dream match terminology, the IWC in general.
Who's you guys?
You and everyone else in the IWC says, "Oh, dream match," and just throws it out there like you're fucking throwing bread to fucking pigeons in the park. Like that is not what a dream match is. Randy versus
a dream match
is not a dream match.
For me, look, I didn't think about it until it became a reality because Gunther is one of the best in-ring technicians in the ring. He's just fantastic at telling the story, having a crescendo from start to finish. Randy Orton, one of the best ever. I knew that was going to be a fantastic matchup. I knew that was a fantastic matchup. If it was Tama Tonga versus Gunther, that would have been the worst possible matchup. That would have been like the Indiana Pacers facing off against like anyone else. Like the Pacers getting to the fucking finals. Ain't nobody want that.
Yeah, and I did say I didn't want Randy and Gunther, but as we'll get to, they kind of made fools out of me. Not gonna lie.
It's Randy Orton and it's Gunther. You put them in the ring together, you know you're gonna have a good time. But mostly I'm swallowing it because Matt didn't want it, and it's exactly what he got.
That's fucked up. Katie, I have no transition. Spit or swallow.
Thanks. I'm spinning everything Jericho and Jericho adjacent. You guys talked about the double pin in NXT. Guess what they did on Dynamite? A double pin. Who's surprised? Nobody. So it's the only way they could get Hook and Shibata to be in the match together. I don't know. It's stupid. I do love the fact that Shibata continuously just uses like the voice of text on his phone. since like his English isn't like the strongest. He said when he wins in Vegas, he's gonna go see Carrot Top because Carrot Top's hilarious. Like, no normal person says that, but it works for Shibata. So I don't know. I do like the idea of them possibly teasing like a trio or a partnership with a Samoan named Joe, because they're not really doing anything with Joe. So like
Just
you have
crazy.
him and Hook, who's popular with the people, and Shibata, who's cool to me. Like, I'm not mad at that. Like, put Joe on TV at least. Like, damn.
So let me just get this straight, Katie. And then,
Okay.
obviously, I don't know this because I don't watch AEW. So you're trying to tell me that your former AEW world champion, that was your top guy, lost the title, and then ever since then isn't really consistently shown on TV?
No, that is a correct statement.
I think we'd say that about every single former AEW champion in the history of AEW after they've lost the title.
It's fucking mind numbing to me. Like, have plans for these guys. It's Samoa fucking Joe. This is why, look, doesn't matter who beats Swerve. Swerve's just gonna disappear down the line. So it's kind of hard to get invested in these title reigns. I think the last person to maybe MJF, and the only reason he faded away was because of injury. At least they had a planned story for him after dropping the title. But
I was gonna say MJF went away because of injury. Kenny went away because of injury. I think Hangman dipped after his title run for a little bit, but then came back. And when he came back, he was eventually consistently on TV before dipping again. Maybe Jericho's the only one that wouldn't go away, and he's the one that we all wanted to go away. But
please go away.
It's like they give him the run and then they let him take time off. Like, you've been champ, you did your thing, take some time off. And
the only person that consistently, the only person that hasn't happened to is Moxley, because Moxley never got the vacation he was promised 8 years ago.
But then he still gets relegated to side stories. He becomes a side character. He goes from being the main character to a side character.
Moxley
that is your ICUP Hungry Man champion, all right?
Listen. This man went from being Walter White to being Steve Gomez.
Dude, I don't know. AEW had me in some weird feels this week. But before I do my spits and swallows and talk about that, Katie, I want to let you finish what you were going to say.
I don't even know what I was going to say.
Okay, well, so one, I'm watching Mox in his promo and the way he moves and the way he acts, and it reminded me that at one point I thought Moxley had the swagger to be a Stone Cold Steve Austin-esque guy, right? I also had a little chat with Vince about, for whatever reason, AEW, well, not even AEW, it's not AEW, fucking Omega Man, Kenny Omega, who I used to call Blue Omega, has, through his Twitch and a little bit of TV time, slowly won me over, right?
Yes.
He talked about how he reached out to CM Punk and squashed that shit. He wasn't on petty shit. He's got no problem with CM Punk. It's those other bitches. He shit on Dave Meltzer on his Twitch, and there's speculation because Dave tried to save face by saying it's part of a story. If it was really part of a story, they wouldn't let Dave go and reveal that it was just for storyline purposes. That's not a thing that should happen. That was Dave just trying to save face because Kenny's like, listen, I must have broke that motherfucker's brain because now he doesn't know how to rate a fucking match. And we love that. We love that. I love that he's fighting for us. But the thing that I'm swallowing, and I hate that I'm saying this, I'm swallowing something from the Young Bucks, specifically a line from Mathematics, not Nickelback. Fuck Nickelback. Mathematics
Nickelback
Jackson said Darby Allin got Final Destination by a bus.
Yeah.
That's a swallow, because he did.
Literally, I heard that line. I was like, oh, that's so true.
And they're out here not even hiding shit, putting bounties on motherfuckers. Straight up handing cash off to, mind you, it's Jeff Jarrett and friends, but handing money over to people and being like, fuck Daniel Bryan up now.
No, yeah. I mean, regardless of who it is, they're still setting bounties because they know that the All-American Nightmare Dragon is a fucking monster. He's probably one of the best wrestlers you have. So, yeah, you're going to put a fucking bounty on him so he's not 100% to whoop your ass in an Anarchy in the Arena match on Sunday.
I said this on Getcho. I'm pissed that Darby Allin is the one that they chose to be on Team AEW.
Everybody is.
But I will
Nasty
say
work.
that they can say face and justify the selection by having him get murdered on television. Let him get like Final Destination bus ran over on in the arena, and it'll be worth the inclusion just for that. And if we don't get that, then what the fuck was the point?
See, what's gonna happen is, since Darby, who apparently has a license for a flamethrower,
We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna let you finish, but we're gonna talk about that because I got problems.
Yeah,
pause. We don't. This is no pause podcast. We're pausing. Katie, go ahead.
A lot of people are speculating, and for some reason I kind of believe it, and I'm kind of okay with it, that Jungle Man, Jack Perry's going to be the one to get set on fire. Which, honestly, set everyone on fire at this point. Fuck it. Burn the building down. I don't even care.
We fired CM Punk because Tony Khan said CM Punk made him feel unsafe. Then the same motherfucker who said, I feel unsafe with CM Punk, who cannot win an MMA fight, getting into brawls backstage, picked Darby Allin up and drove him with a fucking flamethrower to the arena and let him loose on his entire roster and the fans. That man is unhinged, all right?
That's literally my next bit. That's literally what
Dolan decided that Matt's other shitty kid was a better person to date than Darby Allin. So if that doesn't tell you how unhinged that man is...
I mean, you want to talk about unhinged? He said in an interview that glass spot at fucking Revolution was the easiest bump he's ever taken. He had a hole in his side, and he said, I didn't even feel it. I wanted to keep going. They wouldn't let me.
Yeah, we're wrestling talk tonight. 2 Trill for Life 1. Tomorrow is horror movies. So if you are into either, please stick around. And if you like what we're doing here, throw us a sub. We'd appreciate it. But thanks for hanging out with us.
Jesus.
So yeah, I had to swallow the Young Bucks and why the fuck am I swallowing the Young Bucks and Kenny? But
they're winning you over,
it is
man.
What it is.
Yeah,
it is what
they're
it is. No, the Bucks are not. The Bucks are not. Fuck the Bucks. They said the Final Destination thing, and I swallow horror movie references regardless of who they come from. Kenny is winning me over. I never thought I'd say that, but he is.
Because he's getting it. Somebody hit him with the flash cam. He's getting it.
He also said quickly. He also said he wouldn't talk shit about Roman on his Twitch stuff because he actually respects Roman.
He acknowledges the tribal chief.
Fucking right.
I swear, man, that I don't know about mathematics and Nickelback, but Kenneth Omega is at one point going to be working for the feds. He's going to be over there with WWE, and he's going to be putting on a banger after banger with Sheamus or AJ Styles or Finn or someone. And we're going to get Punk and Omega over there, or we're going to get something cool shit there. And that maybe then we'll care more about Shinsuke.
Everyone else from Bullet Club is over there.
Almost everyone. Get Bad Luck Fale. Get Bad Luck Fale. You get the whole plan.
We still gotta get to the point where we smash or pass the PLE. So we gotta roll. Reek, spit or swallow.
So I already said I'm spitting the flamethrower shit because that was some stupid shit. It really was. But also this is jumping right into SmackDown. Bianca and Nia, because yes, like.
Where's TC with the soundboard?
Hey, yeah, 100%, bro. Like, I didn't realize like Nia's strong. Nia's strong, because I like to think that I could do that to Nia, but she just went ahead and did it. And
I can do it to Nia.
Yeah. I'm here for that though.
Okay.
Nia's stock has gone all the way up for me, as if it didn't already.
Nia might be as tall, if not a little bit taller than me. I can still do that shit, guaranteed.
Yeah, I sang positive praise for Nia Jax this week. That's a rare occurrence. Sure, stock is high.
PLE.
Yeah,
save my PLE. Vince, spit or swallow.
This could be my last one, depending on how you want to go with time. So I'm gonna go with AJ Styles' end of career crisis. It's kind of like a midlife crisis, but it's more of an end of the career because they're kind of like alluding to it's like, hey, I might not have any more that many years left in this. So he goes over like it started last week, right? Because he lost in the first round to Randy Orton. Then last week he's like, man, I got to talk to Nick Aldis. You know, I was this close to beating Randy. I was this close to beating Cody. You know, I just need a chance. I'm going to talk to Nick. And then this week, he talks to Nick Aldis, and he just kind of pleads his case saying, hey, bro, like, I was this close. I could have beat them. It could have went either way. Give me a chance. And he even said, please. This man's a heel. He's over here saying, please. And thank you. He's using magic words to sway Nick Aldis into giving him an opportunity. Nick Aldis is like, well, you know, personally, I would give it to you. Professionally, I can't give it to you. You have to earn that. And AJ Styles just like really is just like, bro, I don't have that many years left, man. Come on, give me this opportunity. And I don't know what they're doing with AJ, but it seems like he's spiraling down the deep end, and I'm all for it. I'm gonna see where this goes. But right now, midlife crisis, AJ, I'm all about it.
What do you mean he don't have time left though? Like, you trying to tell us something? Like,
He's up there in age. He's been doing this for like what, 20 years?
Yeah.
He's been saying he was going to retire for a while now. I got motherfuckers at work that do this where they're like, yeah, I'm going to retire next year. And then the next year comes and they push that shit back 2 years. So, like, it's coming. I got 4 things that I still really would like to kind of talk about, but not all of them are important. We'll see what Katie's got. Katie, spit or swallow.
This is probably one that you wanted to talk about, but I can talk about it.
Whatever. What do you? It's your stage. Please speak.
Okay. I'm swallowing everything Adam Copeland, House of Black. Because not only, I mean, listen, we got like a pretty cool match in Kyle O'Reilly and Malachi. I know Kyle O'Reilly isn't Matt's favorite person in the whole world, but they have similar wrestling.
Kyle O'Reilly lost. He got knocked the fuck out. So I'm good. No, like keep sending that stupid motherfucker out there and let him get dropped. I'm good every week. He looked stupid last week. He lost this week. We're good. Keep going.
Okay, yeah. So that happened, and then Copeland like appeared on the screen, was saying some spooky shit because Malachi's been wanting this darker version that we've seen of Copeland in the past and all of that shit. And then with like what seemed like a fucking fire hose, dropped blood on Malachi in the middle of the ring. That shit was coming down so fast and looked so aggressive. I got scared.
We haven't had a real bloodbath in fucking forever. And we got a real bloodbath. Like that was some Carrie shit.
That was some Carrie shit. And shout out to the ring crew for having to clean that shit up in like 3 minutes because there was a match next. So shout out to them. But then on Collision, you said you didn't watch Collision, right, Matt?
Just the titty spot.
Okay, so you might like this then. So there was like a fatal 4-way tag match between like all the tag teams or whatever, and House of Black won, and they're walking up the ramp, and then Copeland appears on the screen again, and he's saying some shit. The only thing that really matters is, so obviously if Malachi wins, Copeland has to bend the knee and, like pledge allegiance to the House of Black. But Copeland said if he wins, maybe he takes the house with him.
Ooh.
So he said House of Blood, and then he was like, it's something I can sink my teeth into. So
listen,
now the house is on the line.
Damn.
Here's the fucked up thing, right? Like there is a whole pay-per-view at Double or Nothing full of matches. It is Adam Copeland and Malachi Black that might get me to find a way to watch this fucking pay-per-view tomorrow at some point.
I'll send you a link.
Some way. Just for that. Like you're giving me a barbed wire steel cage match with a goth faction on the line. We might go from House of Black to House of Blood. We might see Adam on all fours, worshiping Malachi the way he should. I don't know what's going to happen, but this is the thing I'm most excited about for Double or Nothing. As far as Kyle O'Reilly goes, like I stopped caring about Kyle O'Reilly when he was cool, Kyle, and he has not won me back. Now he just looks strung the fuck out. Probably shouldn't be hanging out with Tony Khan. But agreed. I think we got time for one more round, so I will do. Okay, I know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna swallow Swerve versus Nick Wayne. Swerve getting the win. Swerve pulled his belt out and said, "You want a father? I'll show you. I'll be your father." And spanked this man with his belt.
Crazy.
Mid-match. Then he gets jumped, but chases after Christian. Christian hops in a car, tries to drive away. Prince Nana rolls up. He swerves when he drove right into Christian's way. We got a whole parking lot thing. It was good shit. Nana looked relaxed as shit in that driver's seat. Big old smile on his face. Everyone was happy to see Prince Nana back. Like, no, it was good. Like, I know how TC feels about Swerve. I understand. My stance
52.
is exactly. My stance is I've got no stake in this game, right? Like, I'm not going to be mad at him for saying what he said because it doesn't personally affect me. So as long as you were entertaining me on my TV and you're not saying anything overtly fucked up directed towards me, do your thing. I'm also not going to knock people that are bothered by what he said because he has said some shit directed at people that they have an issue with, and I understand and empathize with it. So, but Swerve has been entertaining me. I ain't mad at him. I agree.
It's like I can give the dude praise or I can tell him to fuck off. I need him to pick a lane. Like you either want to be black as a representative, as a champion, or you don't want to be. Like pick one.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Fair.
Yeah.
Reek, you got another spit or swallow?
Yeah, I got one more. Piper Niven, man. Like I don't know what got into the sauce for her this week, but she just snapped off and beat the dog shit out of Bailey, and I like this. I like this a lot. Like let's. I watched a lot of NXT UK last week. I talked about it on the show. That chick is bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's about time we started treating her like that and not just like, just somebody's sidekick. Years ago she was Eva Marie. Now she's Chelsea. Like, no, she can stand on her own about shit. So whenever the Nia situation comes and goes, we can get Piper in the mix after that.
I honestly think she's next in line. Clash of the Castle.
Yeah.
Right up her.
That's right.
Like, let her be the pit stop, so to speak, before you get to Nia. Like, I think that's perfect.
Can we get some big meaty women slapping me? Is that a thing?
I mean, we can.
I've never been opposed to it.
I would go big beautiful women slapping me. BBW.
Right. Right. I'm in for that.
It's also in my search history. Anyway, Vince, spit or swallow.
Oh man, I'll tell you what's not in my search history, and Logan Paul on the mic is never on my search history. I'm spitting. Logan Paul segment with
so much.
What?
Because two things I was not going to include was what Reek just covered. I was just going to skip that because it was cool, but it wasn't important. The other thing that I had in my notes that I kind of want to talk about, but I was going to tie in PLE later, is what you're talking about right now. So everything's going to get covered on my notes. You guys are fantastic. I love you guys so much.
Logan Paul, the segment with Cody, that's 3 weeks in a row where it's been just like a lackluster setup. They build they're building up Logan Paul. But it's like you should just be building up challenges for that U.S. title and get that title off of him because I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They got to give Cody someone better than Logan. Like they put on the fantastic match, that's fine. But like the premise of the fucking promo was like the brass knucks, and then apparently like him getting frisked by a referee was part of Cody's agenda this week. And it didn't fucking matter because he still had another pair of brass knucks. Why would you believe this man? Just like assume he has a pair of brass knucks.
That's exactly what he did.
Exactly. Yeah. No. But even then, like the second pair, he had a third pair. Like why would you think he has them on him? Every single time he uses them, for the most part, it's coming from like a prime boy, in the crowd or in the ringside area. There you go. But yeah, no.
Prime boys like Dalton Castle's boys.
No. Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you, Vince. So I wrote spit cheesy brass knuckle spot with Cody. Listen, Cody is doing his best to cut promos and make this something and be impassioned and make us care. He's doing his damnedest. He is showing his ass out here. I love me some Cody Rhodes. Cody is for the kids, however you want to say. Listen, love me some Cody Rhodes. He is showing his ass. The whole brass knuckles thing was extremely cheesy to me. I get why they kind of did it, but I was not feeling it. I'm with you on that.
No. Spit.
Katie, spit or swallow?
Oh, I found it. I'm swallowing Orange Cassidy and Will Ospreay teaming up against Roddy Strong and Trent. Trent's gonna murder Orange Cassidy on Sunday, point blank period, and I can't wait. I just like the pairing idea of Ospreay and Cassidy because Cassidy's, chill and mellow, like during his entrance. And then you have Ospreay, who's like a golden retriever full of like fucking energy, just like bouncing off the walls and shit. I thought it was fun, and listen, I'm not opposed to Ospreay being a champion. I'm not opposed to Trent killing Orange Cassidy in a match. It's good shit. I kind of like it. I'm down, and it's not just because I really like Ospreay's theme music. It's just, I don't know, I like him. He's cool.
Okay. I'm going to close out our spits and swallows with probably Behind the Family in the Don, my favorite thing of NXT, and that is NXT Women, ladies and gentlemen. Fallon defeated Thea. Jasmine Nix then came up and beat the shit out of Thea, and I am a Jasmine Nix fan. We have talked about this, but every week she is winning me over more and more. The only thing in this I am not a fan of is the love triangle between Thea Riley, I think is his name, the dude from Chase U,
Riley Osborne,
and Ridge Holland. Like not feeling
Rich Holland,
that whole thing. But Fallon and Thea had a great match. Jasmine got some shine, and then to add all of this, we got a teaser for the return of motherfucking Wendy Chu.
I forgot to write down Wendy Chu.
The past few weeks, but this is the first time they've like fully shown like her.
Getting out of
at least
bed,
her feet.
putting out her slippers.
About that time.
She woke the fuck up.
I swear she was in a coma for like 2 years.
Listen,
Well,
they hit
she
her
showed
with
up
sleep powder or rest or some shit. It wore off. 5 turns have gone by. She's good.
She wrestled at a live event, so she's cleared.
Yeah.
They're just waiting for the right time to bring her back. Thank God. Love Wendy Chu.
All right.
Snorlax of wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, today, King and Queen of the Ring happened, and we are going to do what we always do and smash or pass the PLE. I guess it's technically a pre-show match, I feel like.
Yes.
Yeah. Kicking off the show in the pre-show, I'm not happy about that placement. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defend their titles successfully against The Way, Indy Hartwell, and Candice LeRae. Reek, smash or pass?
So I actually didn't see the pre-show match, but I'm going to smash because we made the right decision. I know like Bianca's had like the knee and all this other stuff that I guess she's selling. Let's not get crazy and use that to make some bad decisions. So I'm smashing just off of that.
Well, I don't know if she just got back from smashing or if she's leaving to smash, if that's a goodbye wave or a hello wave. But Allison is back in the chat. What's up, Allison? Vince, smash and pass. Tag team match.
I'm a smasher for the same reason that Reek said. I didn't personally watch the match because I was busy dealing with a crackhead at work. That's the story for the post show. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Talk about it. So I didn't get a chance to watch the match, but I saw the highlight that they showed during the PLE. Right results, another notch in their belt, in their tag team belts. Smash.
I feel like this match didn't make sense. It was thrown on to add another women's match to the card. Fair.
I disagree.
Katie, smash pass. That way.
I'm smashing. That way. There we go. You'll figure it out one day. I promise.
Never.
I'm smashing. I mean, it made sense. Candice is the one that attacked Bianca's knee in their first match a few weeks ago and has been the reason for Bianca's continuous knee problems. And then after Bianca loses the match, The Way comes up and is like, ha 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 ha. And then Jade comes along with abs showing through her fucking gear, which is just disrespectful. Like, for what? So that led to the match. The match was great. that women, like, their finish, like, their tag team finisher is crazy. And Candace is tiny, so she fucking flew. It was so well done, though. I love it. Smash.
I agree. Smash. The finish they hyped. Oh, they found a new way to finish. They didn't use the KOD or the Jaded. The gear, like the gear was fucking fire. Indy mocking Bianca Belair with her fucking pigtails mid match was fun. Enjoyed that. Yeah, smash. Next up, we have Becky Lynch losing the Women's World Heavyweight Championship or Women's World Title to Liv Morgan. Dominic Mysterio comes down, looks as though he was trying to assist Becky so that Liv did not take the belt. Becky did the stupid thing and refused to use the chair, and then Liv didn't refuse to use the chair, ended up getting the win. Dominic looked upset and hurt, and Becky let us know mid-show she has a rematch clause in her contract, and she's exercising it on motherfucking Monday. Reek, your new Women's World Champion.
Can I go first?
No, there's an order, and you cannot go first. Reek, your new Women's Champion, Liv Morgan, completing the revenge tour. Smash or pass?
I'm not gonna lie. I was all for passing, but the way we finished it, I'm going to give it a smash for that. Because it was giving Edge and Lita in 05 with the whole match with Kane shit. Like the second he threw that chair in, I'm like, I know exactly what we're doing. And I can get behind that. Like if Liv had beat Becky straight out, this would have been an F flat pass, everything. But I like the finish. I like where we're going with this. So I'm not crazy about Liv as champ, but I will accept the way we did this. So I'm smashing off of that.
Okay. Kate, no, I'm kidding. Vince, smash it.
Listen, I'm gonna smash this for two. I'm gonna say it in 2 words: plausible deniability. Dominic Mysterio gave himself plausible deniability. The way things went about it, he made it seem like he tweeted it out. I didn't know that he tweeted it out, but the commentary emphasized it, saying that he tweeted out that he was going to be there in attendance, that he was going to do everything he could to guarantee and make sure that Liv Morgan didn't walk away with Mommy's Women's World Title. He made it seem like he was there to help Becky. Becky was like, no, I'm not going to take that. And then he inadvertently cost Becky the title, giving Liv Morgan the win. I personally think that was the plan, to make it seem like it was inadvertent and they're not trying to show their hand from the jump. That man flew all the way to Saudi Arabia to help his stepmommy get the new title. I'm telling you, there's things happening behind the scenes that we're not seeing. But Finn, JD, Dom, Liv, it's all gonna come together, and it's gonna be perfect. Liv winning here is fantastic for Liv Morgan, because this win is so much bigger than if she had just won the Battle Royal on Raw a few weeks back. And I said that, and she got that win over Becky, and Becky still looks strong because it was through nefarious means. So smash, smash, smash.
All right. Katie, smash or pass?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no issue with Becky dropping to Liv. I mean, Britney Spears dropping to fucking Peaky Blinders over there, but Dom's the bitch ass. I just can't wait for Rhea to come back and kill them all. Because Dom ain't slick. You're not flying all the way to Saudi to just try and defend your girls. No. Dominic's a shady little bitch, just like Eddie was. Eddie was sneaky.
Whoa! At least he was honest about it.
But
and Dom will be too.
Literally lie, cheat, steal. You can't call can't say that man's
But see, who's to say that Rhea didn't send him to do that? We know he does.
She didn't.
everything he tells him to do.
She didn't, man.
How do we know?
Flew fucking Dom out herself because she needed a backup plan because she knew she couldn't beat Becky clean. And like that was something they kept talking about on Twitter, going back and forth. Like, oh, Becky said I can't win clean, and then showed clips of Becky cheating to win. Like that's been shit they've been doing for the past few weeks. Y'all ain't slick. I don't like this. I just want Mommy to come back and wreck them all.
Reek,
I'm just saying.
Reek, Dom.
Easily...
Listen, Reek. I'm gonna say this. Reek has been talking to Rhea as much as Solo has been talking to Roman.
You mean
Dom has been talking
Dom
to Rhea.
Dom has been talking to Rhea.
And if Reek's been talking to Rhea, Katie's gonna have a problem.
We gonna have a problem.
I wouldn't tell none of y'all either.
That's fucked up. That is real fucked up.
But no, like she definitely could have hit him up. Like, listen, I'm not fighting Becky again. You go down, and make sure that this little bitch wins it, because I won't smoke with her when I come back. She could have said that.
Who knows? Who knows?
I'm
just saying we have a little private chat, Reek. You could just at least slide, some confirmation our way.
You at least gotta tell me.
I slip in a picture to let y'all know what's going on.
Like Buddy Murphy slipped in that picture on social media.
Exactly.
Exactly what I'm saying. That's all I'm asking for. I am smashing. I have not had an issue with Liv like a lot of people have. Allison in the chat brought it up. Liv even said that her gear was inspired by Britney Spears in the Oops, I Did It Again video. I also enjoyed Becky's gear. Like, she's the man. I thought it was cool that she came out in this tuxedo deal. Like, I enjoyed it out of that.
It just gave me Peaky Blinders vibes. Nothing wrong with
Dominic Ellsworth out here being, living his best life with one arm, being the James Ellsworth to Liv's Carmella. I'm here for it. We're gonna get the full reveal probably on Monday when he helps her retain again. So we'll see that coming up. Yeah, no, smash all around.
Yeah.
Next up, Intercontinental Championship 3-way. Sami Zayn, I think for the second year in a row, has decided to relinquish his ban on going to Saudi and showed up for a match in Saudi Arabia, where he defended his title against Bronson Reed and Chad Gable. Chad, bitch ass, slapped Otis again with no consequences. So that's a thing that happened.
Yeah,
technically
that was his fault.
But there was a consequence.
Listen, no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I hate the one trope I hate in wrestling is when you're holding a motherfucker and you let him go and get hit, and then you get mad at the dude that hit you. Don't let go. That's on you. You literally dropped the fucking ball.
Go.
Listen,
you literally fumbled the ball.
But it was karma.
Look, Rick's here so I can make a Dragon Ball reference. Did Goku let go of Raditz when Piccolo was shooting that special beam cannon? No.
Exactly.
You said a bunch of words. Anything you just said.
That is the truth. That's the truth. It was karma.
TC's favorite wrestler, Sami Zayn. Spit or swallow.
I'm passing. Spit.
Smash or pass. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm passing. The match was fire. I had agendas. I had agendas specifically for this match. My agendas were not fulfilled, and that's as plain as I could put it. Like, Chad got his karma. That's what happened. But damn it, man, he was working his ass off too much to not come out with that win, and he got the Kurt Angle treatment. Like, we officially transitioned into Perk. Was it Perk Gable?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what we're going with? Perk Chad? Yeah. Whatever the fuck.
Perk Gable. There have been signs for the past few weeks in the crowd. Perk Gable.
Yeah. Yeah, he's officially 2.0, and listen, I wanted to see it. It didn't happen, so I gotta stick with my guns on this. I gotta pass it.
Vince?
So I'm gonna pass the match, but I'm gonna smash the Chad Gable story development because, like you guys mentioned, he got the Kurt Angle "You Suck" chant. He got that also on Raw. Otis cost Chad the title, which is what I wanted to see. Further advancement in the Alpha Academy folding and him just embracing the creeds. I firmly believe that Chad is going to get that IC title, but it's not going to happen until the creeds help him and he just like drops Alpha Academy. and that's why
Yeah.
I'm also smashing, because Chad wasn't supposed to win here. He's gonna win with the help of the Creeds. He needed one more time. Like, okay, Otis, you're fucking me over. You're not doing what I'm asking you to do. I'm gonna trade you in. We talked about it, Reek. We talked about it. Chad's gonna trade him like LeBron trades teammates.
Nah, that's true though. It's about to happen.
Yeah.
Katie, smash pass.
Passing, Sammy shouldn't be fucking champion. I've been saying this for months. Not fucking fair. Chad Gable is a goddamn star. He proved it in this match. Perk Gable.
Nah, that double German was wild.
Yeah, like 500 plus pounds in a double German. Come the fuck on. Chad Gable deserves it, man. It makes me mad.
I'm also passing. I'm passing the fact that Sammy was living his best Saudi life by sending Maxine to the back, not letting her be a part of the ring side of accoutrement, slapping Chad Gable or slapping Otis, dropping the ball, getting clotheslined, and also not dethroning Sammy. I did enjoy the "You Suck" chants though. That was fun.
Yeah.
But just disrespecting women in Saudi, we don't support that. That's not right.
Nope.
I don't care where you're at. Lyra Valkyria loses to Nia Jax. Nia Jax is your new queen of the ring. Now, I'm going to start this off because I have been holding this in. I have made it very clear my feelings about Lyra Valkyria, how she is currently my favorite female wrestler on the roster, how much I enjoy her work, her gimmick, everything about her, despite what some people say about her feathers and her entrance and shit. It was dope as fuck. Michael Cole did his best to explain it. However, we have talked about, not just since she got drafted to SmackDown, but since she has returned to WWE in general, how much better Nia has looked in ring, the work that she has put in, how much we have been just impressed by her in general. Lyra's got time. She didn't need this. Nia earned this. And I was happy to see Nia go over here and get the win for all the work she's been doing. And everyone was bitching about the Liv and Nia being involved with Becky before WrestleMania. If they're not blah, 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 blah. Well, this is why now we're here, right? Liv won the title off Becky. Now Nia's the number one contender for the SmackDown title after she got drafted. But like, we were building these women up for these positions. Now we're here. So smash.
Yes.
Reek, smash or pass.
Fucking super smash, 100%.
Brothers.
Like, and listen, I agree with everything you just said. I started like getting on the Lyra train back in NXT, but I mean, the way that they just seamlessly brought her into main roster, and she still looks every bit as good, and she's just like fitting in. Like, this was a good endorsement for her, so we know we're going somewhere with that. But this was about Nia from day one. I think the only other potential option was a Bianca or Jade, but
Yeah.
once we scrapped that on the second rounds, I'm like, okay, all right, we're going in the right direction. But yeah, no, this was fire. The match was dope. That finish was everything. I watched it and I said, I'm next. So yeah, yeah, I need more. I need more of that. But
me and Rick have very
yeah,
similar search histories.
We do. You're damn right.
Vince, smash or pass?
I'm a smash. Rick said a lot of the same points that I had on my like notes here. Is the fantastic finish to the match. That was like probably one of the best setups for an Annihilator. That was like a super Annihilator. And like I said, I haven't been singing a lot of her praises, but since she moved over to SmackDown, I've really been vibing with what Nia's been doing and what they've been doing with Nia. She makes the most sense as queen. You think about it, sometimes you get the best kings and queens as heels, and Nia needs something, to like solidify her and just continue to push her up the ladder, so to speak. And then Nia versus Bayley, that's a fantastic match. It's a perfect feud. It's a setup for SummerSlam. Love it. Love this for Nia. She's gonna do something in the meantime with Jade and Bianca while she gets to SummerSlam. But this is great. Queen Nia. All hail. Smash.
Yes, sir.
Katie?
Oh, it's a smash for sure. Lyra put up one hell of a fight. She did everything she could. I mean, she's on the tinier side of the women. I mean, you can only do so much in that type of match. She did hold her own though, which was great because this is her first PLE on the main roster. She's only been on the main roster for a month ish, give or take. I do think it's kind of interesting that you have Zelina be the first queen of the ring, literally one of the smallest superstars that you have, to Naya, who is one of your most dominant superstars, period, that you have. It's very interesting dynamic they did with that. Naya 100% deserves this win. She has been busting her ass ever since she came back. I got nothing but respect to Nia Jax. All hail the queen.
Yeah,
and we go from Queen of the Ring to King of the Ring. Gunther maybe defeated Randy Orton
He did.
to become King of the Ring. Reek, smash or pass?
So I'm gonna smash with an asterisk because of what you just said. This was Mania 35 all over again. It was blatant. Like, you put the camera right on it, you see his shoulders like 5 feet off the ground. It was ridiculous. There was other ways you could have did that finish, but I mean, I said it from Jump Street. The second he made the announcement, I'm like, he's in the King of the Ring. He has to win King of the Ring. You don't put Gunther in there if he's not going to win.
Yeah.
And on top of that, listen, I said I didn't want to see this matchup again. They made fools out of me because this was better than I thought it had any right to be, honestly. And that's no knocking like Randy. Like, I know Randy could put on a good match. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that the two of them pairing up was going to be anything I was interested in. They found a way. They got me. Just that finish, we gotta do something about the way that got all screwed up at the end. But otherwise, it was dope. Like,
They did address it, actually.
Yeah, they did. Triple H did after the PLE.
Oh,
yeah. He essentially said that in the moment from the angle, it looked clean to him, but then once he got to the back and he saw the replay, it's clear as day that Randy's shoulder was off the ground. He said, right now we can't do it because Randy's got the knees, got the back issues, but once he heals up, they're going to run back Gunther versus Randy Orton, get that going, but he's not going to discredit Gunther's win, and he's the rightful king and King of the Ring. He's going to get his title shot, but they're going to run back Randy versus Gunther.
Vince, I know. Go ahead.
I'm going to smash it for the simple reason that I was looking forward to this matchup the most. Jay versus Tama, yeah, it would have been fine, but I think they were just like fast forwarding things. Tama versus Gunther wouldn't have been good. Randy versus Jay, I mean, I guess, but Randy versus Gunther. Here's the thing, Rick, you said this, right?
What's up?
When you watched this match, did it not have a big fight feel because of the two parties involved? It had a certain aura to it. Also, the 8K camera helps with the aura and stuff. But it had a crescendo. It felt like a high stakes title match, and that's why I'm getting the smash. But also, I'm getting the smash because we're gonna get this again. Granted, whether it was a botch finish, whether it was a planned finish at the end with the roll up, what's the end results? Gunther Randy Part 2. I'm all for it. You know, give that to me. And then the biggest reason I'm smashing is because this is what Matt didn't want, and we fucking got it. Motherfuckers.
Wait, that's not fair. I don't have one in here. Why do you all have barbells?
To be fair, mine's bigger.
Is it though?
And blacker.
Is it though?
Yeah. I mean, mine were free, so I didn't care what size they were.
I think we got the same one.
I got 30s.
I got 30s. I got 25.
Katie, spit or swallow or
I
smash
didn't
or pass.
memo. God damn it! I didn't have a memo, I guess. No, I'm smashing. As soon as, like Rick said, as soon as a big goon said he was gonna be in this this thing, he was gonna win. If you didn't have Gunther win, why the fuck were we here? You know? And it was kind of, apropos that he's the one who took out Xavier Woods, so Xavier Woods couldn't be in this tournament to defend his crown.
Mm-hmm.
Little shit like that, I like. I'm about it. But no, I do like the fact that they addressed it. That Randy's shoulder was clearly off the fucking mat.
Well, yeah.
But hey, we're still gonna get Priest or Drew or whoever the fuck it is at versus Goon at SummerSlam. So I'm not mad.
Pass. I said that Gunther didn't need Randy to look good. Honestly, with the way the finish came, the fact that Gunther did not decisively win this match, even if the shoulder was down and it was a roll-up, the way it was a roll-up, I was not satisfied with that being the way that Gunther won this match without hitting the power bomb. I was not a fan of this match in general, in total at all. I really wasn't. I didn't want this to be the match. Vince said some shit about Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga wrestled over in New Japan where people fucking hit each other. The strong style is a thing, right? No one better to have a strong style match for the King of the Ring than Tama Tonga and Gunther.
Tama Tonga versus Gunther.
I am still talking. You had your time. I am still talking. I think they would have beat the shit out of each other. It would have been entertaining as fuck. I would have had a good time. The finish botched. They had the right winner, but I was not satisfied with the way that this ended. I am also not satisfied with the idea of we're not going to discredit him, but we're going to run the match back, because why the fuck are we run the match back if the result is standing? We don't need that. And as far as I know, they're not on the same brands. So how the fuck are we going to run the match back if they're on different brands? Neither here nor there.
Matches isn't like fun.
He's got a point. If it was Tama and Gunther, the motherfucker that won, the person he beat wouldn't have been left standing. I think it would have been a real decisive finish by the end of it.
Which is what I want in my King of the Ring. I wanted Gunther to stand tall, proud, with a decisive win as king. Not I rolled up Randy and his shoulder was up, but hey, I got out of it. I got out of the match. Yay.
The whole point of a wrestling match is to pin your opponent for a count of three.
Don't give me semantic bullshit, because you sat here and talked about not being happy with the finish of matches already tonight, Vince. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Cody Rhodes defeats Logan Paul to retain his WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship. Reek, smash or pass?
Here, take the smash. Damn, like that. Because it's like it's really not fair. Like I don't give two fucks about Logan Paul. I've said it. I will remain on that plane for as long as possible. But the motherfucker can wrestle. Like what do you want from me? Like the guy gets it. He gets in ring chemistry. He gets the sports entertainment feel. He gets it. You know what I'm saying? And he knows how to, with help, obviously, he's had the best dance partners that money can buy, but he can help tell a good story. I can't knock this shit no more. Like the brass knucks thing, obviously that 4K panoramic view when he did the frog splash, that was fire, and that's the production department. You know what I'm saying? That's what we've been missing out on for years. But still, it's like, listen, the guy got it. I don't ever want to see him in another world title match, but he got it. So smash.
Vince?
I'm gonna smash it because the match was actually really good. I knew it was gonna be good. That's the whole thing. That's why the 3 weeks of build-up for this match has been disappointing, because I knew the match was gonna be good, and I thought they could, between Cody and maybe Triple H's booking, that they could do something interesting, but like the avenues they took to get there, uninteresting. I knew that once the bell rung, it was going to be a good story. Logan's a really good heel. Cody's like the babyface of babyfaces right now. He's like Cena. So it was going to click. It was all fantastic. And Cody didn't need to hit him with 3 crossroads, but he took him to the crossroad 3 times just because. So smashing all of it.
Katie, smash pass.
I'm passing, but there's little things I'm smashing, but like in general, Logan Paul and the brass knucks pisses me off to the point where I just don't. He does it in every match. Like it's not unique. It's not fun. It's not cool. It's stupid. It's predictable bullshit that, like, I don't care. I haven't cared the first time he fucking used them. It's been like a year every time he's in a match. Like, he has to use the brass knucks. It's annoying to me personally. It's pissing me off. Whatever. But I mean, the panorama shot was dope as fuck. Cody saying, "I'm Cody Rhodes, bitch," before hitting the crossroads 3 times, the trifecta. Hitting I think it's like the vert breaker, which was like banned for the longest time. Was cool. Vertebreaker. Yeah, vertebreaker. And like Hurricane Helms said something about it on Twitter, and then I found that he was one of the producers in the match, so like it all makes sense. Like, match-wise, it was fine. It's just the brass knucks pisses me off to the point where I just can't enjoy anything he's a part of. And Logan Paul's a shitty human being in general, so that doesn't really help.
I'm smashing for a lot of the reasons you guys talked about, and some of you didn't. Obviously, the panoramic frog splash setup was fucking gorgeous. I was not a fan of the 3 crossroads. I understand doing it on Roman for storyline purposes and all of that. I don't think Logan needed it, brass knucks or not. However, Logan getting in Michael Cole's face and threatening to take his head off, and Corey Graves like stepping in between them and telling Logan to back the fuck up and leave Michael Cole alone, because Michael Cole was basically Katie on commentary about the brass knucks. I enjoyed the fuck out of that. Also, the ring announcer grabbing Logan Paul's leg, and then, as Katie said, Logan be like, "Who are you?" turning around and he'd be like, "I'm Cody Rhodes, bitch," before he hit the crossroads to get the win. Enjoyed that as well. Cody Rhodes won. Enjoyed that. Smash. So
yeah. That Cole segment, we've been glossing over this for a long time. Y'all know Corey is cleared.
Yeah, and we've been me and Kate talked about that today.
Him and Cole talk greasy all the fucking time, thinking nobody gonna put hands on him. Damn it, that man is cleared to roll. So
really,
if Logan
Corey's been cleared for a solid year.
Yeah,
because people thought he was going to show up in the Rumble last year.
It was like before Mania last year that he got officially cleared. And so, like, if Logan decides like he want to go put hands on one of them or both of them,
listen,
can go down.
Listen, I was into Corey Graves in NXT. That shit was doing it for me. I wouldn't really be opposed to Corey stepping back in the ring. I'm just saying, especially to defend Michael Cole's honor. Come on, that's friendship.
As long as it's a thing, I don't know if I'd be okay with him being like a full-time wrestler, because I think his ceiling is like guy that challenges for the U.S. title at best, and that's best case scenario.
We're giving people ceilings now. Damn.
People give me ceilings all the time. Might as well reciprocate. But I think his cup of tea right now is commentary. He's improved drastically to be the play-by-play guy, which kudos to him.
I'm down for a Corey Graves one night stand. Reek, King and Queen of the Ring, spit or smash or pass?
I will smash. There was more that I liked that I didn't like. I didn't have the same excitement that I had since. I think like ever since Mania, it's kind of like trailed off a little bit. But it did what it was supposed to do, and I got what I wanted to get for the most part out of it. So out of that percentage, I'm gonna give it a smash.
Vince?
Smash.
Katie?
Smash. Overall, smash.
Smash as well. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the Smackin' It Raw podcast. We are not going to do our favorite show of the week since we did the Smash or Pass, so you guys don't have to sit here and try to figure out what your favorite show of the week was this week. That'll be back next week, though Katie might not be. We'll find out. She's got Pride and Pride things to do. Reek, please tell everyone about Young Kings Wrestling. Our boy TC, who could not make it tonight, did not pop through, and where they can find you guys and what you guys got going on.
Yeah, so you can find me everywhere at Recapper24, Instagram, Twitter. Young Kings Wrestling, you can find everywhere at ykwrestling.com. That's where you find all the content, all the episodes, all the merch, BLM inspired, NW inspired BLM t-shirts, hoodies, tank tops, everything like that. Havoc Hour, for which was the, I guess, predecessor for Getting Off. I talk sports, entertainment, movies, everything. You can find that on all streaming platforms, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and of course the video versions up on YouTube.
Vince?
Find me right here every Saturday night, but you can also follow me and find me on the Get Show podcast every single week, talking about the week of wrestling in our unique way over there with the homie Just. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SCSVince. Check out the YouTube. We'll keep saying that every week. YouTube. At youtube.com/SCSVince. Sub over there, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Yeah, you got it.
Good job, bud.
One time,
Finger
one time.
times.
Good job. You can follow me on Twitter, KatieWrestling13, link to about to all things She Elite Showcase, twitch.tv/She Elite Showcase, and youtube.com/She Elite Showcase, typically Thursday, 6:15-ish p.m. EST, because it's Savannah, she's the ish. That usually depends on when we go. She says it, I'm allowed to say it too, it's okay. Patreon.com/She Elite Showcase, you can find stuff there. Yeah, I more than likely will be here next week. It just probably won't be like good quality. I don't know. We'll see. So that depends on if I get drunk at Pride. We'll see.
Get drunk
If
on
you
Pride.
drunk at Pride, I need you here.
She's
That's what I want. As a matter of fact, if you don't get drunk at Pride, just take the night off.
Okay, fine. Fuck. I'll get drunk. I'll show up on the show.
I'm just saying, like,
drunk.
I need drunk Katie on the show, but if not, just enjoy your Pride, you know?
I mean,
Do
you're
your
going to
thing.
get drunk tomorrow.
Tacos and hot dogs for everybody. It's Pride Week.
God damn it.
You guys can follow me on Twitter at Matt Ritter. There's at MATTRIDDER for your wrestling content, at Getting Off for your horror content, as we talked about. Getting Off tomorrow, 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern. It is the panel of the dead. We are talking zombie movies. Me, Katie, Will, Reek, and TC, I believe, will be there. We each picked a zombie movie. We're going to be discussing that. We have a new scale to rank movies. So come check that show out tomorrow. You guys can follow everywhere else, TikTok, Instagram. Yeah, there are Linktree/SES Vince, Linktree/YK Wrestling, Linktree/She Elite Showcase, and then Linktree/Creatia World will get you everything, or CreatiaWorld.com. But also other socials, TikTok, Threads, Instagram, and Blue Sky. All of that at Smackin It Raw. For Miss Katie Kinsey, baby, Young King Wreak Havoc, and my friend who's mean to me 2 weeks in a row, Vince. I am the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter, and this has been the #1 wrestling podcast on your favorite spicy sites.